Welcome into the latest edition of Extra Time. Oh, it's a tasty show. One of you two shouting at each other, trailing legs, hurdles.
What does he know about hurdling? He's a goalie.
Very entertaining.
Bowen had to be the worst hurdler in history. Worst.
We also welcome Pablo Zabaleta. Pablo, it's been a long time, mate. How are you?
I know. Great to be back, lads.
Look at that.
How was your summer, Dan? Good.
A lovely summer, yes. Thank you very much. Saw far too much of my children. I think that's fair enough. I think everyone would say that.
Said it all.
Yeah. How was your summer? All right.
Very nice, thank you.
Yeah,
Very
that's
nice.
good. Did you finish your coaching badge? Last time I saw you doing your coaching badges.
Yes, I did finish my two levels. I just need to go into the final one. So, but it was a big decision between doing some punditry or going into the last level of the coaching course. So
Right.
Get the cones out, put the cone there, put another cone there,
There
Pablo.
you go, yeah.
Put another cone there, get the bibs.
Pablo, is it
Get the
weird
balls
that,
in.
like, considering everything you achieved in your career, being coached by, what, nobodies?
well, listen, it's different, Dan. It's different. You just need to find a new job. When you stop playing, it's something different. That transition is where you have to look.
Yeah.
We got fast tracked.
Where you're good at. I'm not saying I'm not good at
To
it.
his face.
I want to send Stevie on a coaching course with a GoPro on his head. Just shouting at everybody.
we got fast tracked at Largs in Scotland. If you had over a certain amount of caps for your country,
Right.
well, for Scotland,
Yes.
you got fast tracked in your coaching.
To what level?
To what level?
Never you mind.
B.
So have you got a coaching badge?
I've no idea.
What? Well, I think you have to turn up and take a test, don't you, at
We
some
all got
stage?
fast tracked.
Is yours in Ireland? A lot of them seem to go to Ireland, Pablo.
Wales and Ireland.
No. Well, you can go everywhere. I mean, Ireland, England, Scotland, but I prefer to go to Madrid. It takes me only 2 hours, and then
No,
we
that's
can
fair
enjoy
enough.
some
Because I saw,
good
I see,
trips.
Luis Garcia was doing his
I
in
have my
Ireland.
B badges. I have my UEFA B and goalkeeper's B badge.
Do you?
Yeah. And you still
Oh,
don't
so you have a
know-
goalkeeper's one and a real one?
I have a real goalkeeper's badge and I have a comprehensive B
I
badge.
didn't know that, Shaq. When did you do those?
Before I finished.
Did you?
Yeah.
So what happened?
I came here, Dan.
Oh, and you love this.
I thought,
You know what?
wow,
You're shouting at me going...
I should have done my hurdling badges.
In Scotland, they call it the Largs Mafia.
Yeah, I don't know what word that is you're using. Lags.
Largs.
Largs.
R-A-L-R-A-R-G-S. It's a town.
Oh, okay.
And that's where they do all the coaching.
see.
Largs.
Oh, okay.
Inverclyde. But it's where all the Scottish coaches go and they all stick together.
Oh, that must be a cheery group.
Exactly. Ask Stevie about it. That's why I didn't go. They just fast-tracked me.
Dan.
There's £100.
I think they just wanted to get rid of you.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought they're like, listen, Craig,
I'm burly at this.
have a badge. Just take whatever badge you want. Go on home.
Let's go down to the amphitheatre. We're having a speech. Sort of.
Oh, yes.
Right, let's go. Come on.
Okay, Dan, still confident on your bet. Pablo, me and Stevie Nicol had a bet. I bet $50 with him that Arsenal would finish in the top 4. Obviously, people excited today after they dropped their first points. Do you think I'm good for my $50?
Still a long way to go. I think so. Yeah, I'm confident, Dan.
Yeah, I think it'd be all right.
Yeah.
You know,
Do you want to read what he texted me? After Arsenal won, what did he say? First test for your boys, tell me again what's changed.
I think you're good for your bet.
I think we're
Yeah.
He still doesn't think
Spend
they've
it
got any
now,
better.
Dan.
Sorry?
He still doesn't think they got
No,
any better.
he's going to ride
sorry.
that horse all the way.
Yeah, you know what he's like. You know how stubborn he is. For the panel, Manchester United better without Ronaldo, even though Ronaldo was top scorer for them last season. Why team looks more sharp without him? Why
Ten Hag. Because Ten Hag has a system that suits the player he has.
Right.
Players that he has available to him. That's all.
What's the question?
Why do United look, why do they look better without him?
I said this a while ago. He's doing my head in now.
Oh, okay.
He's doing my head in. This
Kicked a
Ronaldo
water
thing.
bottle today, didn't he?
Sorry?
He kicked a water bottle out of anger.
Is that big
Ronaldo-
controversy?
Honestly, and I don't mean this disparagingly, but Ronaldo for me now, the story was the summer when he wanted to go. He didn't go. I honestly don't think Ronaldo's a big story now.
No.
I don't. He's 37. Ten Hag wants to go a different route. He's not getting any younger, so it's not going to change. He's not going to get any quicker. He's not going to be able to jump higher. he wants to do something different, and that's pace, energy, closing down, all that kind of stuff. Wide players running in behind with Rashford. We get it. Ronaldo's been a great player. He scores goals, but they want to make changes at Man United. They want to change the way that they play the game, because what they've been doing over the last few years hasn't been successful. I honestly just don't think this Ronaldo thing, and I know we're going to push it every day, I would imagine.
We're not going to push every day. It's just someone asking a question.
Well, it's not. I think even he's accepted it to a certain extent, being on the bench. I mean, I'm sure it grates away at him. I'm sure it's not easy sitting there watching other people play, but that's where he is.
Pablo, you've been in some dressing rooms with some big egos who maybe weren't playing all the time. How does that affect kind of the feeling of everyone amongst the squad?
Well, yeah, that's true. I would like Cristiano to be a mentor for the young players. I mean, imagine if you had Sancho, Rashford, Anthony, all those guys, and you have Cristiano coming to you every day saying you have done this well, you have to do that. I mean, you have to understand your position, your situation. He's not getting any younger. He can teach the young lads a lot of things. That would be so nice to see from Cristiano. I know his personality, and he's been a top player. I know they always want to play, but I think at some point you have to accept that you cannot play every single game, and you have to support the young players and wish them well.
What's in the picture behind you on the left, Pablo? We can see obviously the shirt. What's the one on the left?
Other one.
There you go. There it is.
Zabba Dabba Blue.
Zabba Dabba Blue.
Who come up with that?
What? God.
Football quality. What quality is that?
Look, he's pretending it's the first time he's read it. Every day you read it.
I've never seen this before.
Oh, God. His bed is just there. Wakes up next to that. Zabba Dabba Blue. Craig. Harry Maguire's impact off the bench is sublime. Gets a yellow immediately and was holding an attacker in the box, risking a penalty, all in the space of 10 minutes. Simply amazing. Do you think he'll start the next game?
Leave poor Harry alone.
I mean, he came on to do a job. He made some changes. He did give he stuck his leg out, gave a free kick away, but he didn't do anything. It wasn't in an amazingly dangerous area. So he's another.
It's tough because everyone's looking at you.
Well, he knows his position.
Everyone wants you to fail.
And that's my point. Leave Harry alone. He's not in his starting lineup. He's accepted his fate on the bench. He's going to come off to bolster the defence every so often. That's fine.
See,
move on.
This is the kind of sarcasm. I mean, I know we criticise, and that's part of our job. But when you see the sarcasm out there, I mean, no player. Well, there have been one or two.
It's mean-spirited, isn't it?
No player.
Why is it aimed at? Why are you?
No, but what I'm saying is, there's not many players, if any, pitch up for a big move or any move to any club and want to do badly.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not that Harry Maguire wasn't a good player. You don't play in a World Cup semi-final and a Euro finals and have Pep Guardiola after you as he was if you're not a decent player. He's just had a terrible time, and maybe some of that's down to him. But I don't understand the people that just keep wanting people to fail. It's like, come on, he's all right. He's had stick. He's been booed. He's been dropped. He's going to be struggling with his England place now unless he gets some game time, because it's too much to play in a World Cup. For God's sake, if you're not playing, it's too difficult. So is that not enough? But that's to be expected, isn't it?
Pablo, are you surprised how much his form has dropped over the last year?
Yeah, unbelievable. I mean, it must be very difficult. He was Man United's captain and all that, and for the moment he's not in a good form. He has to accept it. But the best way to do that is choose, keep working hard, get some confidence. If you have a chance to play 10 minutes, do your best and show the manager that at least you have the commitment and the passion and everything you need as a player to change things around. That's the only way as a player that you can change, the manager's mind, and that's the only way. But yeah, it is a bit frustrating in the way he's formed when dropped massively in the last few years.
Pablo, why do you think Casemiro didn't get a start? Fred came on before him.
I mean, Fred's been at Man United for a few years now, and Casemiro just arrived a few weeks ago. You have to wait for his chance. If Ten Hag sees that the team is doing well, and probably Fred is different to Casemiro. Casemiro is a player who normally sit in front of the back four and go from there. Fred can also get forward, and we have seen in the last few minutes of the game today that he arrived into the penalty box and he was putting some crosses in, and that, I think that was something that Ten Hag decided to make in the game.
McTominay's had 3 really strong games. If Man United had won and McTominay had been average, he'd probably have started Casemiro.
Right.
But he obviously thinks that, OK, he's getting up to fitness. I'm watching him in training. I'll give him 20 minutes here and 20 minutes there. And if McTominay starts to struggle, then I'll play him. It's not difficult.
You would know this.
Why?
Because I'm pretty sure Craig wouldn't care.
Well, but I might not care, but I would know. Ask me.
Now that Man you're winning, are people still protesting, doing marches up to the ground? And
Yes.
They are?
Well,
As if he knows.
they were protesting before the Liverpool game. I believe it was peaceful.
Yeah,
Nobody come on the pitch.
That was 4 games.
Yeah, that's since they've won 4 on the bounce.
That was their
since
first
then.
win of the season. They've now won. Were they marching today?
4.
3. Liverpool.
Southampton.
Leicester.
Leicester.
No, Arsenal.
Where was Leicester? 4.
4.
So were they marching today?
You were right.
That's it, today?
No.
Were they marching today?
Hey, ask me. Don't care.
No, they won't.
No, they won't.
Pablo,
That's very fickle of them, though.
why do you think I'm in charge of Manchester United supporters group against the Glazers?
I know it's not. I know it's not.
Well, you got to understand.
Papa Dabba Blue. Dabba Blue. I know it's not Craig. So I'm never you, Dan.
Well, I think that's a schoolboy area you've got there, Shaka, that any of us would know that. Pablo, what do you think the problem with VAR is? The technology, the process, or the people handling it?
I think technology works. It's just the people operating this. It's just in the way that they probably they need to find a way to be more quick on the decision. I have to say I like VR. I'm still want to give a chance to VR. I know it brings a lot of controversy, but yes, probably the people who are using it, they just need to make it a lot better and a lot quicker.
Why do people think it's the technology?
I don't know. I think
this is a head scratcher. This is a real head scratcher. I'm not doing that. I wasn't doing that because it was a head scratcher.
Right, I thought you were just
itchy bit in the head
doing
there.
that for people who didn't have the sound on.
This is a head scratcher. It's the people that. I'll simplify it for you. And Peter Walton, it seems to be ex-colleague. Never seen him. Is he still alive, Peter?
He's working for other people these days, isn't he? Mark Plattenberg works for us now. You can say Mark.
Oh, Mark. No, but I didn't have this conversation with Mark.
Okay.
I had this conversation with Peter.
Okay.
Peter and Mark, two different people.
Okay, good, thank you.
Peter said, and you remember his words, it's difficult to look at replays and figure it out.
Yes.
And we all sat here and I said, did you just say that?
Yep.
He went, yeah. And I thought, you're nuts. But it turns out these referees are having difficulty with the technology. The technology is, and it's not a new thing, maybe in the 60s it was, but not now. We have something called replays. Mm-hmm. And they come in quite quick, usually after about 5 seconds, not difficult. Good people involved. And they watch these replays and they can't make a right decision. It's not the TV or the people putting it there or the technology, it's the dumplings that are watching it. Like the Mitchell one on the...
the Newcastle
one where Joe Willock was pushed into the goalkeeper by the fullback.
Yeah.
And they looked at it, or VAR looked at it and went, nothing to see here. That's nothing to do. There's no technology issue whatsoever. Yep. It's all referee-based. It is common sense decision-making that's been gone crazy.
It's just, I'd go the other way. I'd say process. It's not a technology, right? I think we unanimous on that. whenever, regardless when people are involved, it doesn't matter how many angles, how many replays, there will be incidents where you disagree.
Yes.
Right? And we have to establish that, regardless of...
Yeah, for example, the Chelsea one,
exactly.
you, Frank and Stevie think that...
Where there's going to be disagreement, so it all comes down to...
He's French.
It all comes down to who's
Stevie's
refereeing the game,
finish.
who's in the VAR booth, and it's all a matter of opinion. Now, my thing, as I was saying during the show, is I think it's process. You want the game to be refereed on the pitch. You do want the VAR to be sitting in his booth, looking at replays for 3 and 4 minutes, and then saying to the guy on the pitch, you've made a clear and obvious error. You're not allowing him to referee the game. You're telling him he made an error. And so you're doing the refereeing. So for me, it's about process and the language around that process.
Pablo, how many red cards did you get in your career?
Maybe 4 or 5.
How many would you have got if there was VAR?
No.
Definitely, I'm taking over 5.
Not enough.
Did you ever get sent off, Green? Final. Oh no, Shaka. Given Arsenal and Manchester United being much better than last season, and Liverpool being worse, how likely is it, Shaka, for Liverpool to finish outside the top 4?
I still think Liverpool finished top 4.
Do you still think they finished second?
As of right now, yes. As of right now, I think Liverpool are just so far off what we know to be their best. If they get anywhere close to that, I think they're better than everybody else bar Man City.
What do you make of them?
Yeah, I think they'll finish. I hope they give City a race, otherwise we're going to.
Yeah.
It's going to be a long old season. Even though they dropped some points, I still got them in second. Got to iron out a few issues, there's no doubt about it. But yeah, I just don't think the chasing pack are stronger. Certainly Tottenham and Arsenal, Chelsea. So. No, I don't see any. I don't see them finishing outside the top 4. No.
Pablo?
Yeah, I think they will. They will finish top 4 for sure.
So your top 4
few points.
Your top 4 is what?
Liverpool.
City, Liverpool, Arsenal,
City, Liverpool, Arsenal, and Spurs.
Chelsea.
There's another one got Chelsea at the top 4.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
They were
I've got
not
them
good
for-
yesterday either, Chelsea.
I'm the
God,
same.
no, they weren't.
They did nothing.
So you see when Aubameyang comes in, what difference that'll make in terms of the finishing, but yeah.
Final question for Pablo. If you have a choice to play only one in midfield with you, who would you choose? Yaya Toure or Kevin De Bruyne?
Oh, good question now. Hey, I saw Prime Yaya.
Yeah.
What a player. What a player. Best midfield I have seen in football. I have to pick Yaya because he was unreal. He was so good. So for me, Yaya probably will be the one.
Do you have any Yaya stories for us, Pablo?
No. I cannot tell you anything.
Was it Yaya with the was it him with the cake?
It was him with the
Yeah,
birthday
with the
cake, yes.
I can't remember. It seems
Yes.
such
I would have
a-
gone for Kevin De Bruyne because, as you know, Dan, I'm a goal scorer by nature. I'm a scorer of goals.
Shaka, I
use the
think
goals.
Yaya scored 20 goals in the season 2013-14. I think Yaya scored 20 goals.
I don't need Yaya taking my
Once he's
goals.
playing as a
I need an
holding
assister.
Yeah.
I need somebody to provide assists
Right.
because I'm a.
Right.
I'm
No one's really even listening to what you're saying at the moment.
I'm a goal scorer. I don't care. I'm quite used to that as well. I live in a house with 5 women. Nobody listens to me.
He was a hard man to stop, wasn't he? Not that I was playing against him.
me? Yeah.
But no, not you.
Yeah.
But when you watched him,
Yes.
oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow.
That is it. That brings us to the end of today's show.
the goal
Thank you very
scorer,
much for being on.
And he learned,
Pablo.
now Shaq learned today about a trailing leg should
Oh,
do.
God.
Hurdling.
This is
No,
Bowen.
here we go.
This is Bowen Hiddle. It was like that.
What you doing?
Dragging his leg. Nobody drags his trailing leg.
He was falling. He was falling over.
Hey.
He wasn't falling over.
Hey.
He was falling over.
No, he wasn't. He stepped over Mendy.
Hey,
His trailing
watch.
leg come like that.
Sit down, you've split your trousers.
No, it
Oh,
haven't.
no, there we go. That is it. Thank you very much, Pablo. We're back tomorrow. Mark Clattenburg will be joining us to go over.
Well, I'm on tomorrow.
Some common sense.
Are you on? Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.